What's up everybody, Jemillio here with another SUPERX product breakdown. Now, we're gonna be focusing on Boba Fett, the Boba Fett collection in this video. But technically this drop is the Star Wars drop because you're going to be getting some restocks and some new items that are not Boba Fett related. So let me kind of clarify that. You are going to see a restock of the Darth Vader tracksuit and the shorts, and you're going to see a new Darth Vader super suit, which I am gonna talk about at the end of this video. Now, if you wanna see my review for the Darth Vader tracksuit and the shorts, I made a review of the whole collection. I'm gonna put a link up here and down in the description. There's also going to be a restock of the Mandalorian tracksuit. I don't know what else is coming out in terms of the restock of that, but I know the tracksuit is gonna be restocked. And I have a review for the entire collection, the Mandalorian collection. I'm gonna put a link up here now, and then I'm gonna put that in the description as well. So, with that out the way, this review is going to cover the entire Boba Fett collection and the two new Darth Vader super suits. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I'm gonna be totally upfront and honest with you. I'm not a big Boba Fett fan. Why? Because when I watched him in the original trilogy, he didn't really do anything. He kind of stands around, and then Darth Vader is the one who caught Han Solo, and then he just kind of escorts Han Solo when he gets trapped in carbonite. And then in Return of the Jedi, he falls in the Sarlacc pit, and that's it. That's pretty much what we get of Boba Fett. I don't really understand why back in the 70s and 80s, late 70s and 80s, he was such a popular character, because he didn't really do anything, I guess because he looks cool, I guess. And I didn't read any sort of comics or books or anything about the character. I've read some stuff online, like the crest on his armor is from, I think it's from Jester Morrell, but he was like a mentor of Jango Fett, but that's kind of like in Star Wars Legends. That's not really in canon thing, or maybe I don't know, maybe it's canon now, I'm not sure. But when the Book of Boba Fett came out, the show on Disney Plus, I said, oh, this is great, because I wanted to see, how he was after his father got his head cut off from Mace Windu. Like, I wanted to possibly see some flashbacks and how he got to be where he was. And we really got none of that. What essentially happened is Din Djarin comes in from The Mandalorian, and then he just takes over the show. Now, I'm not really complaining, because I think The Mandalorian's a great show. Looking forward to the movie coming out. But I wanted to see Boba Fett, and I didn't get that. So, not the biggest Boba Fett fan. So I don't really have like a character bias to make me love the clothes more. I'm pretty much just judging the clothes strictly as they are. But that's my, background with the character. That's how I feel about the character. So now let's get into the collection. Let's talk about that. Starting off with the hoodie, I'm 5'10", about 190 pounds, and I'm wearing a large in the hoodie and the joggers. As you can see, it's pretty costume accurate. When we move in close, you can see that there's all these panels stitched together. So it's not just one pure piece of fabric that's colored. It's actually different panels stitched together to give you more of like an armored look. Some of the details on here, as you can see, there's the Heart of Mandalore that is on the chest, made with heat transfer tape. You have the main fabric, which is a cotton polyester spandex blend. Very silky smooth feel to it. It's breathable while still being warm, and it's got a good amount of stretch to it. You have mesh detailing underneath the arms and at the obliques. You have two zippers, but it's one pocket. It's a kangaroo pocket. And then down on the forearms, you have red, symbolizing his gauntlets like you see on his suit. One of my favorite features on the front here are actually the red trim around the hood, because it looks kind of like the red details on his mask. When we come around the back, there's a silicone SUPERX logo, and then there's also, I forgot to mention, an embroidered patch of his crest on his right chest, and then on the right arm there's that mythosaur skull that's embroidered on there as well. The sizing recommendation for this is going to be true to size. I wear a large in all my other jackets. I'm wearing a large in this one, so go true to size on this. What are my thoughts on this overall design? I'm not a fan of costume looking tracksuits. SUPERX has been around for quite a while now. I've worn so many of their tracksuits, and what I like more is the more nuanced design. So for example, I was a big fan of the Mandalorian tracksuit because it wasn't so on the nose. This to me is like a damn costume. It's just way too much like a costume in my opinion. Whether you like this or not is gonna be determined by your personal sense of style. And my personal sense of style is I just don't like wearing costume looking tracksuits. I am a big fan of the detailing on it. I think I might have liked it more if the green was darker and the yellow was darker, because obviously you have all these different colors on here because it looks like his armor, but I think if it was a little bit darker, I would have liked it a little bit more. But it's still a well-designed tracksuit. I still think it is highly detailed. I still think it looks great. It's just not my personal style. So those are my thoughts on the hoodie. Moving on to the joggers. I'm wearing a large in these as well. Same great fabric as the hoodie, no change there. Let's talk about some of the details. You have 4 pockets on this, an open pocket on the left, zipper pocket on the right, and 2 cargo pockets. So one on the left leg, one on the right leg. And these are both held down by metal buttons, metal snap buttons. Instead of embroidered logos, you have silicone logos. So you have his crest silicone logo on the left leg. You have a mythosaur logo on that right cargo pocket. When you come all the way down to the bottom, you have a bungee cord at the cuff. You have mesh detailing at the crotch of the pants for the gusset, and then right below the waistband, you have some mesh material here, right on the upper part of the butt with a SUPERX silicone logo. Now these joggers feel great. I like the style of them. I like how their cargo joggers kind of matches, you know, the Mandalorian, a Mandalorian a little bit more because they have their gear and weapons and stuff. So I like how they're cargo pockets and not just regular kind of straight leg joggers. But the feel is great on these. The zippers are great. The buttons are great. Everything works with it that it's supposed to. Now, my sizing recommendation for these is going to be true to size. I wear a large in all my other joggers. I'm wearing a large in these. No real reason to size up or size down. Whatever size you typically get in joggers, just stick with that. Next item up is the performance shirt. Now this shirt feels fantastic. It is a nylon spandex blend. It feels buttery, silky smooth on the skin. It's got a ton of stretch on this. Quick drying, doesn't hold moisture. It's very light, very flowy. All these different colors that you see on here are different panels stitched together. So again, it's not just a shirt with a print on it. It's no cheap crap here. Very high quality, very, very detailed performance shirt. Some of the details you're gonna see are they've used the stitching to mimic that Heart of Mandalore right there like you see on the tracksuit. You have mesh detailing or in terms of the fabric. So it's a different kind of fabric. It's still nylon and spandex, but it's a mesh material that's underneath the arm for added breathability. And it kind of helps keep your underarms, like helps them dry a little bit faster too. You know, you sweat under your arms. The fit on this is gonna be, it's gonna hug you in the arms and the chest a little bit more and looser on the body. And you can see it's an elongated fit. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. When you come along the back, you have a rubber silicone SUPERX logo right there. Now, what do I think of this shirt? I think it feels great. The only thing that I would say is just be mindful of the length of the shirt. So I'm between sizes in shirts. I'm between a large and an extra large, depending on the shirt. If it's like an athletic fit, I definitely have to get an extra large. If it's like a standard regular shirt, I can wear a large. While this shirt is more snug in my arms and chest, I like sticking with a large because if I got an extra large, it would dangle down way too low for my liking. So I wouldn't say, even though it hugs you tighter in the arms and chest, I wouldn't say size up. I would say like whatever shirt size you normally get, just stick with that. But I love how this feels. I love the details on it. I think they nailed the colors on this. It's just an overall great, you know, just a great performance shirt. So that's the shirt. Let's talk about these shorts. I'm wearing a large in these as well. These are the same kind of shorts that you saw in the Invincible collection and the Joker collection and the Thor collection and the Green Arrow collection and the Power Rangers collection. Like, it's the same type of shorts. So the material's the same. It's very light, very airy outer layer. You got a great comfortable waistband. You have a bungee cord instead of like regular drawstrings for the, to kind of fasten it tighter if you want. You have silicone logos on the left and the right leg, the same as the joggers. And on the underlayer, I love this design on the underlayer. I really like that graphic. I think it looks awesome. When you come around the back of the shorts, you have mesh material that is right below the waistband. And you have 2 pockets on, actually take that back, you have 3 pockets on this. You have an open pocket on the outside, a zipper pocket on the outside, and then the compression layer has a pocket too on that right leg. This is kind of like more my speed. I like how it's a little more sleeker looking, it's a little more minimal, but then you get that great graphic underneath. Really comfortable shorts. I squat in these, I box in these, I've run in these. Their shorts are very, very nice. So my sizing recommendation for this is gonna be true to size. I wear a large in all my other shorts. I'm wearing a large in these. No reason to go up or down in your sizing. Whatever size you typically get in shorts, just stick with that. Now I'm really excited to talk about the BOBA FETT super suits. If you're not familiar with SUPERX's super suits, they are just their version of a seamless shirt. I did an entire video on what is a SUPERX super suit. I'm gonna put a link up here and down in the description. I go over the technology put into the shirts, how they're made, what makes them different from the performance shirts and the MMA rash guards, the sizing, that all the shirts kind of have the differences in sizing, all that stuff. So I go over all that in that video. Make sure you check that video out if you've never worn one of their super suits before. But let's go into this detail. First off, the design is more reminiscent of his newer suit that we see like in the book of Boba Fett. And I love how this collection has, you know, some stuff that looks like his old suit and then stuff that looks like his new suit. But there's a lot of details on this that I want to go over. So first off, I love how the design shows kind of that heart of Mandalore and it's stitched into the fabric. So you have all this green on here is stitched into the fabric. None of this is a print. I love how you have that design, but then his crest is a silicone patch. So now you have another texture there, and the Mythosaur skull on the right arm is stitched into the fabric as well, just like the rest of the green here. When you come around the back, you have a SUPERX silicone logo there. And you have that little bit of pop of color with the yellow trim. I really like how this is detailed while still being a little more neutral. Now I'm wearing an extra large in these shirts. I'm gonna show you the long sleeve too. I'm wearing an extra large in both the short sleeve and the long sleeve. And there's not a whole lot to go over in terms of the long sleeve. It's the same thing. You just get that extra bit of color pop because you have yellow trim around the hood. Now sizing recommendations for these, I go over it more in that what is a super suit video, so again make sure you watch that. But sizing recommendations for these are, if you are in between sizes like me, go up one. You can either go up a whole size in general, or if you're in between sizes, you can go up one. You still can go true to size. Like for example, I'm between a large and an extra large, like I said before. If I'm wearing an athletic shirt, I typically will wear an extra large. And by athletic, I mean, you know, more of a slim fit. If I wear a regular cut shirt, I'll typically wear a large. On these, I can wear a large or an extra large. I can wear both. I can get into a large, but it is very snug on me. I'm more comfortable in an extra large. So you can either go true to size on these, or if you're in between sizes, definitely go up to that next size. So if you always wear a medium in all of your shirts, you can wear a medium in this, or you can go up to a large and it may be a little more comfortable on you. If you're in between sizes, sometimes you wear a medium, sometimes you wear a large, definitely go up to that next size of a large. I would not recommend for anybody going up 2 sizes. This is a compression shirt. If you want something a little more loose and flowy, get the performance shirt. If you don't like compression shirts, you don't like something hugging you in the arms and chest real tight and fitting you close to the body, just don't buy this. Going up 2 sizes is not gonna make this a relaxed fit shirt. It's just gonna look kind of goofy on you because now you got a size that's really too big. So it's a compression shirt. If you don't like compression shirts, simply don't get it. But that's my sizing recommendations for these. Now, before I get to my favorite item from this entire drop, I just want to say if you like anything in this collection or there's anything that you want on the SUPERX site, you can use my discount code at checkout, Jemillio, Jemil, and it will give you 15% off anything on their site. And it helps support me directly to keep making these videos for you guys. And also make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and lets me know if you guys like the video or not. Okay, let me get to my favorite item in this collection. It is the Darth Vader super suits. I love these things. I'm so impressed with them. My favorite super suit was the Black Panther one that came out in the Marvel collection. This is my new favorite one. Let's get into it. This for me is a perfect example of what SUPERX does best and why I've been wearing their clothes for the last 6, almost 7 years. This isn't inspired by design, but it's not super loud and not in your face. I love how you see the different panels on the chest that mimic Darth Vader's chest armor. I love how you have the subtle hint of red around the neck, sort of symbolizing, you know, his lightsaber color. When you come around the back, you have a silicone Empire logo, and you have stitched into the fabric Vader written down the back in Arabic. Now, my favorite part of this shirt is when you come down to the sides on the torso. I hope the camera picks this up. It's ribbed. It gives it this great feel. It's literally ribbed, and it's to mimic sort of that padding on the side of his suit. You don't feel that on the inside of the shirt, so it's not uncomfortable. You don't feel any bumps on the inside of the shirt, but on the outside, I don't know how they did it, but it's ribbed and it feels great. And it's just a super, super intricate detail thing that I only see SUPERX do. Like, I don't see other companies doing stuff like this. When I go onto the long sleeve has an extra bit of detail, because one, you have the zipper. You have that red zipper, you have a red trim around the hood. The zipper works great, by the way. It feels very high quality, it locks in place. You don't even have to zip it all the way down. If you zip it halfway, and because of that lock mechanism, it's a YKK zipper, it will stay where you unzip it. So not only does the long sleeve have that ribbing on the torso, but on the forearms, it has the same ribbing. And again, I hope the camera's picking it up. I hope you can see this on camera, but it feels great. So you get these different textures. You get the texture on the chest, you know, wherever you see these speckled parts, that's where you feel a little bit of texture. It's very smooth on the black parts, but on the side of the torso and on the forearm, you get that ribbing. I've never worn a seamless shirt that has done this, that's added this bit of texture, this level of detail. This is my favorite. These two things are my favorite items out of the entire Star Wars collection that's coming out. I'll take these over anything in the Boba Fett collection. I like the Boba Fett super suits, but when I felt the detail on this, I was like, this is great. Now, sizing recommendation, like I said, is the same as the Boba Fett super suits. Same thing I said, I'm saying that with these, so I won't go into detail about that again, but that's my sizing recommendation for these seamless shirts. And that's gonna wrap up this Star Wars collection breakdown. Like I said earlier, if you want a discount code at checkout, make sure to use my code for 15% off. Also, if there's anything that is sold out on SUPERX's website and you wanna see if you can get your hands on it, they do have an official resale site called SUPERX Rebirth. I'm gonna put a link for that in the description below. I'm also gonna put a link for my website in the description below too. I'm a personal trainer, so if you're looking for help with your fitness goals, reach out to me, let me know. We're actually gonna say this for my question. Are you a fan of Boba Fett? And if so, what is your favorite thing that you've seen or read him in? Maybe it's a book, a comic, a game. Maybe it's the Star Wars Christmas special. Who knows? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it away, MC Chris.
My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the Fett. Well, I bounty hunt for Jabba.